On this episode of Carnage, we're going to Summernats with the MX5. This is our MX5 and it's got a Barra in it, and it used to have an LS1 in it. True story. We bought this MX5 as a cheap project car almost 3 years ago.
This is just awful.
We put an LS1 in it with twin turbos, drove it on the street in Alice Springs for red Summernats, raced it up there as well, had a fat time. Then we've rewrapped it, taken it to Summernats.
This is why Asian always says, Summernats, Summernats.
Taken it to Power Cruise with Bubba drifting it like a madman. Raced it at Alice Springs again. Luke Foley ran 9s in it. So this thing was a pretty quick car. Then we bought a 5.3 to up the ante, and it all went pear-shaped from there. Which was a real shame, because that 5.3 would have been awesome. We could have boosted that thing up over 1,000 horsepower and it would have been fantastic. But we decided with an engine we couldn't use, we'd cut our losses, have a look around the workshop, and there, lo and behold, we found a Barra with valve springs, ready to go, ready for boost. And why the hell not? Because the Barra is probably the best engine ever made in Australia. Big claim, but I reckon it's true. And I think this engine in this car is going to do good things. So let's give it a wrap, take it to Summernats, burn some rubber, and go for gold. We're down here at Bling Designs, giving the Mazda a whole new look, and it's just 2 days before we leave to Summernats. The last time we went to Summernats was 2 years ago, and we gave the car a new look then with our Australia flag design. We decided to spice things up with a bit of Lightning McQueen, which the kids will love, and that's what we love. We've already cut the bonnet out. It's going to look awesome with that just Barra motor just popping up out of the bonnet. It's going to be fantastic. Lightning McBarra.
Get amongst it.
So here we are, Summernats 33, we're back. It's been 2 years since the Mazda was here. Think I have a beer. Hey, that rhymes. But we're here at Summernats to sample all that it has to offer. We're gonna go to the dyno, the cruise route, even lay some skids down Skid Row. Should be a blast, but the main thing is make kids happy. We're here with Lightning McBarra, and we're gonna make kids smile because this thing looks awesome. It's Saturday at Summernats. We've got the little MX5 down here, about to put it on a hub dyno, which we've never done before. It's going to be quite interesting to see what sort of power it makes. It's got 17 pounds of boost, so we're hoping 500 horsepower at the hubs. It'll be interesting to see. Then we're going to put some burnout rubber on it and go hit Skid Alley, but let's survive this first. Yeah! 500 plus.
LS was better. You can't say that.
Let's see if we beat that. So it's pretty hot in the city here today in Canberra. Sun's out and we're making power. We were hoping that we'd just make 500 horsepower at the hubs, and it made 562, way above what we even dreamed of. It's amazing. So we've got some skid tyres on it. We're gonna head down to Skid Alley and see if we can make some smoke. But this is gonna be interesting because last time I did a burnout this thing, I put it into a wall. Cruise route doesn't look too bad, so let's do a lap, see if we can make it to Skid Row. we've had the Mazda out on Skid Row several times now, and it's getting better every time. It's a heap of fun, but I'm way out of practice and I'm just getting better at it, getting more used to powering through heaps of smoke. But each time you do it takes an hour. You got to do several laps so you can get into the queue, so you can go do a skid. And it was 44 degrees today, stinking hot. Now we're at the Super Cruise and we let it out. We've had heaps of ka-chows and high fives from the fans. It's been awesome. But tomorrow it's going to be much cooler. I'm going to head out for some go-to-woe action. Unfortunately, we didn't make the top 3 in the dyno, but we gave it a good crack. Tomorrow's going to be awesome. Last day, Summernats.
Okay, so getting ready for my first run. I have no idea who I'm up against. Looks like probably the guy behind me in the EH. I just basically need to lay down a nice safe time so I can make it into the actual show. So we're qualifying at the moment. We qualify, and if we make it in, we go into the runoffs. Head at the top there, we've got white lines. Stop between the white lines. Yeah, good.
So here we are down the go-to-woe with the Mazda. Plan was run a couple good qualifying passes, get ready to run in the actual eliminations. We made a couple passes, but the idler pulley started to go a bit wonky. So let's see if this belt stays on. That would be a no. She finally paid the price. We showed up down here and the belt had been thrown. Well, now it's totally cactus. It's actually snapped the bracket off completely. You know, it was a bit of a dodgy thing I did in the workshop just to get it done, and it held like it was holding well. We spun this thing to 7,100 RPM on the dyno, didn't throw a belt. But I think Skid Row got the best of it yesterday. So, I reckon I've done a good enough qualifying run to make it in the show. What I'm going to do from here, whack some charge in it with the jump pack. If they call me up, we're going to run it no belt. Shit. That pulley has hold our radiator. It just doesn't stop, does it? Thrown the belt, broke the pulley, hold the radiator. Now driving back to home base on the jump pack because we got no charge, no water pump, no nothing. So we'll cruise on back. What the hell? So that's it. Summernats done and dusted for another year. We've had quite a weekend. Leading the Super Cruise out, cruising in 40-degree temperatures. Little Barra survived it all, and then we laid some rubber down Skid Row. That was fantastic. Great numbers on the dyno. It's been amazing. And it's quite funny actually, some of the comments, a lot of guys were like, LS, why'd you pull it out? Well, to be honest, when it had an LS in it, they didn't really care, but now we put a Barra in it, now they care. And then the Barra guys love it, Barra the world! And the kids love the new wrap. Bling Designs knocked it out of the park. It looks amazing. Hashtag. So where do we go from here? Well, we'll take it back home, fix our idler, maybe put an LPG motor in it, crank a bit more boost in it. We can probably send it with about 25 pounds. That'll run, I reckon, deep into the 9s, and then we can go after the MX5 world record, which I believe is in the 8s. And you're going to see all that on a future episode of Carnage. Drove it on the street, raced it on the track. It was a lot of fun, a lot of fun, a lot of fun. So much fun, all the fun. So much funds.